Hey everyone, Justine with Blue Jay Orchids. Welcome back to my channel. So this video is a little break from orchid content, but still part of our vacation videos. So this was the North Carolina, yeah, I can't even say North Carolina right, and I'm concerned about saying the next word correct. North Carolina Arboretum. So it was a beautiful, like, botanical garden, and they had this most amazing bonsai collection, probably the best, if not one of the best, bonsai um, collections or exhibits. I'm not exactly, I'd say collections. So bonsai collections that I have seen like in person. I really like bonsais. I have tried to grow, like I've never tried to make my own bonsai, but I have grown and killed or unalived three maybe. I was doing really well with the one, and then it lived in my husband's office, and I don't always get in there to water, and I forgot to water in summer, and it unfortunately is no longer with us. But it was really pretty when I did have it. I did keep it alive for at least a year or two, so that's something. But I love the visual and, the art that goes into making bonsais. There's just something, um, I can't think of the word, just something. Dang it. It's like magical, but there's a different word other than magical, but for lack of a better word, they're like magical. It's a miniaturized tree that just it creates some kind of feeling that you just can't really explain. It's just it takes you to like an enchanted forest almost. It's just I mean that's what it does to me. I'm a weird plant person though, so yeah. But these are three pictures from some of the bonsais we will see in the upcoming videos. I am not a bonsai expert, and I was with my husband and my 4 year old. My parents had my younger son, so there was not a lot of talking because me talking would have been me talking with my toddler and all that. So I filmed um, what I wanted, and then figured I would just throw music over it. So that is the plan. I have one other thing right after this that I'm going to explain, and then I'll just, put music over it, let you guys enjoy, and I will pop in at the end. And then I do have an interesting story too, where we stayed actually had wild native slipper orchids. So I will talk about that and show you the footage from, I found like 10 or 11 of these native slipper orchids. So that will be at the end as well. So I will sign off and explain that. So I will stop yapping and explain the other thing and let you guys get to it. So this was pretty cool. You could actually turn it. It was three separate cubes, so you could turn it and pick the style of the bonsai, see an example in nature, and then see an example of it as a bonsai, and then you could actually like match them. My toddler loved this, which, if you can see at the end, is where he spins it really fast. Yeah, he was moving the blocks around, but it was pretty fascinating, and I think it was worth adding it so you could see. It's a really good idea. And they had a couple other cute turn things as well. They had like one where you could actually like make your own little bonsai in like the turn system, so it was very interactive and good for kids of younger ages. So I appreciated that and thought that was cool, trying to enhance the younger, and even just someone like me, I thought it was cool too. these are the wild slipper orchids that we saw. They're pink lady slippers. Um, Cypripedium acall, given pronunciation might be a little off, but I'll put the writing in the next frame, which is a video of kind of the habitat. So it was really cool because our Airbnb was, a cabin, but not full blown cabin. And they had a little trail to like a waterfall, and then there are all these slipper orchids on the waterfall. And then we had just missed them blooming because we went in July. I think they bloom June ish. And the one you can see was pollinated, has a seed capsule, the one over here, bottom. So, I mean, the nerd in me just thought this was really cool. Was a little disappointed to not see it in flower, so might have to make a trip back to this area to see if we can hopefully catch some in flower. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. So hopefully you guys do too. All right, over there is the habitat. I thought that would be interesting to, do a video of all the different ones that I found. They're all clustered pretty close together, so there ended up being about 11. And then over here, so I was talking with someone on Instagram, and they've actually seen these in the wild, and this is their picture. So I asked if they'd be okay with me using it, and they said yes, and I really much appreciate that. That's awesome. And they didn't want credit or anything, but just I want to say thank you for letting me use the picture. It's a great picture, and we're pretty certain that that flower is what these slippers are because it is in the right location. The leaves seem to match, but um, it's speculation. But we're pretty certain that this over here is that over there, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I mean, I just thought it was cool and wanted to share it because, I'm orchid based. I mean, I love all plants, and for the most part, I love all animals except for every now and then some of the birds and other things. Mostly insects annoy me growing orchids, but I still appreciate them and they all have a place. But this is rambling, so I will go to the last thing and probably have some pictures at the end too. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you appreciated the bonsai collection. I know I really enjoyed walking through it and filming it, and a little different than my usual content, but not too crazy. Still kind of in the same ballpark. And yeah, the wild orchids were a very pleasant surprise. The only downside is they were not blooming, but I've had lots of good conversations because of finding those orchids. Like I've connected with other orchid people, so that was worth it. And yeah, where is my thought train going? Yeah, I'm just gonna sign off because I can't think anymore. But yeah, you guys know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Help the channel grow so I can keep making content. Content. Con- Content. Okay, I don't know what other words I said before then, but yeah, content. And yeah, as always, keep growing. Bye.